If you find yourself watching this video, it's probably because 3 weeks ago, maybe, you got your kid one of these go-karts and the motor's burned out, which is where I'm at. Except I'm making this video because one of the motors already burned out. Now the second motor's burned out. It's been through maybe 5 charge cycles. So I figured, since I already know how to do this, I might as well make a video of replacing the motor, and hopefully it'll help some of you guys out there. So enjoy. First things first, you gotta get the new motor. Got this on Amazon, it was $16. I'll put a link to the exact one that I bought. It's a pretty standard motor, which thankfully that's what they use, because I tried to reach out to Radio Flyer to see if they could send me a replacement motor. Before they told me if they could help me, they asked me if my kid had been riding this on rough terrain, which, I don't know, is this supposed to be just ridden on the concrete? Like you can't go in the grass or else it avoids the warranty? I don't know. But it took them so long to get back to me that I just ended up finding what I needed on Amazon. So yeah, there will be a link to that. I'm not bitter about this second motor being replaced, you know. Here we go. Replacement motor. There'll be a link for this in the description. First thing you gotta do, take the seat off. And you probably put this together, so you might know. It's just these 2 screws. These 2 little Phillips head boys. Unscrew them. Hello? Flip it over, take the seat off. Just like that, seatbelt slides out. You got one little screw right there. It's one of these bad boys. Pops it out. All right, you can't really get to the motors from here. You have to take off this plastic part. Not too difficult, just a couple screws on the bottom. Flip it back over. All right, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 screws, and then we can get that plastic bit off. You don't have to take out these 2. Hello, please, hello. There we go. Once you get all those screws out, go ahead and flip it back over. And this should just pop off here. There you go. This is the motor that's burning out. So I can turn it on. I'll run the car for a sec. See, this one died first. It doesn't usually flinch like that, but it's warm, and this one's fine. So this thing tripped. It'll trip for a couple seconds, and then it'll turn back on again. You can see that. Did you hear that click? That's this thing resetting. So this motor is burning up. Gotta take it out. Gotta take this plastic shield off. There's just 2 Phillips head screws. One on top, one on the bottom here. 1, 2. The next thing we have to do is open up this gear assembly here. We have to take this apart to get the motor out, which means we have to take the wheel off and move the axle shaft out of this thing right here. Just gotta grab a flathead screwdriver and just get a little bit behind there, kind of pop it up, go around the edge a little bit here. There we go. And there you go. Got one of these nuts. So that's a 13 millimeter or a 1/2 inch. You kind of have to hold the shaft here so it doesn't spin. The impact driver helps a lot. A couple of tubifers back here, they'll do it to you. And just pull that off. Whoa. Pull this bad boy off. come over to the other wheel here and just pull that through until it's out of the gearbox. Oh, oh. And you get your Phillips head. Felonious, there he is. These two screws right here. And then, ba-bam, that just pops out. I'm just gonna unplug this motor from the brain here. Just kind of pull these out. Now I'm gonna dissect this gearbox. Just gotta pull these screws out of here. Got a little magnet tray to make sure they don't go anywhere. One more on the other side. There's a couple gears in here, so just keep an eye on how they're arranged so they don't go flying. Oh, oh, fuck. There you go. Here's our motor drive gear. Let's give autofocus another try here. Take these two screws out. These are the screws that mount the motor. Wow, that was in there really tight. Oh, there you go. At the old motor, hello, do you focus? At the old motor and the new motor. Now we gotta get this gear onto this shaft. Okay, this is the tricky part. You have to get this gear off. The way I'm gonna do it is I have this little piece of metal here that I shaved this slot into, and I'm just gonna slide that right underneath the gear there. And I'm gonna support that on my vise. So the gear, or the motor's just hanging underneath here. So you can see the motor's just hanging right there. I'm gonna heat the gear to expand it a little bit, put a little bit of oil on there. And I have this punch. The punch is smaller than the shaft diameter, so it'll be able to push it through. So I'm just putting the punch right on the shaft. Oh, careful what you heat. You might burn your hands off. Not too hot, not too hot, not too hot. Woo! Old motor gone. Now we gotta put this, ooh, it's hot, on the new motor. So I got my new motor here. I got this gear on the flat part of the vise here, and I'm gonna line up the shaft like this. And I'm just gonna tap lightly. And there you go. Okay, so to hook up the new motor, we gotta take the wires off the old motor here. So I'm gonna take this heat shrink tubing off, give it a shave. And they're just soldered on here, so we gotta get the soldering iron out. My soldering skills are probably a solid 3 out of 10. So don't judge. Just make the metal hot till it melts and then take the wire off. It's not that hard, anyone can do it. Hello, please work, hello, please. Haha, melted. Oh, oh, so it looks like yellow was on the one not by the red dot. So yellow was connected to not red dot terminal. Okay, desolder the other. Woo, that one was fast. Okay, old motor, disconnecty. New motor coming in hot. Okay, this side has red on it, so I'm gonna put the green there. That's probably how it works. So yeah, like I said, I'm only really very medium at soldering, so I think you have to put flux on here. And I'm gonna pre-solder these little tabs. This motor actually comes with these little connectors that you can just crimp onto the end of the wire. But I bought the soldering iron, so I just wanna use it. Just kind of where I'm at right now. But yeah, you could just crimp these and then plug it in. I think I'm doing this. That seems pretty stuck on there. I might just be better off crimping this, but you know, here we are. And we're rolling. Hopefully I put it on in the right way, because I think if you flip them, one wheel's gonna be going the wrong way. Let's do the shake test. Seems pretty good. All right, so these are soldered on there pretty medium well. And this is ready to go back into the gear assembly. So I'll get that going. Stick it through here like this. It doesn't look like it doesn't fit quite as well. Hello. The issue I'm having here is the old motor. So it's got this little shoulder on it right here. On the old motor, that shoulder is about 15 millimeters, roughly. And on this new motor, the shoulder is about 17 and a half. That's, let's go to fractions. 11/16. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna get an 11/16 drill bit and drill out this hole. Hello, where's my drill? Hello? There it is. Just gonna make this hole a little bit wider. Maybe we'll start from this side. Oh! Pops right in there. And we'll just thread that bad boy in there. I'm not gonna tighten it down until I get the other screw threaded. Okay, we're in. We're pretty sideways. I don't know if you can see that, but it's tilted that way quite a bit. I'm just gonna try to unscrew this maybe. Get this side a little tighter. Hello? Okay. Okay. Okay, we're in the hole. There we go. Much straighter. And yeah, that looks better. Now we're ready to reassemble the gearbox. Boop. And that meshes very well. We got a lot more engagement now. Oh, you gotta do these gears at the same time. There we go. There we go. All good. Now, line up these washers, these bad boys together. Click. There you go. Put these screws back in. We got one on this side. Oh, that screw just broke off. You kidding me? Metal screw defeated by plastic. Whatever. Probably good enough. There we go. And then these two holes with the posts, that's where your little motor guard goes. So slide these wires through this slot. That, and then there you go. So we are reassembled, ready to plug this back in and put the wheels back together and put the cart back together. The new motor, drop it in like that. Put this bracket back on there. A couple of these beefy screws. There we go. Now I'm going to check and see if I wired it in the right direction. So when I turn this on, this wheel should spin this way, like that. Yes, I did. All right, awesome. I'm gonna stick the shaft back through here, like that. And we'll put this thing back on there. Move these wood blocks. Here, line that wheel up. There we go. Get this washer on there. this nut. I'm gonna hold onto the axle with my other hand so it gets nice and tight. There we go. Now we're putting the plastic back on. Here! Fit so much spaghetti in that bad boy. Make sure everything's plugged in before you cover it all up. Put these little tabs in the bottom first, and click it in on your side. And then you got a screw in the top. Hello?
There's the hole. Goes in the hole, comes out the hole. There we go.
There, first try. Next step is the seat. Kind of tricky here, you gotta hold the seat on while you do the bracket on the bottom. Oh, oh!
I put these, this bracket on these posts, like so.
Last but not least, line this little gap up with this tab in here. You'll find it right here. There you go. Look at that. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more garage shenanigans and how-tos and repairs, mostly motorcycles, but sometimes fun little things too for the kids. So subscribe.